Hello everyone, this is the Shitcoin Detective. Today let's talk about Olympus DAO and its forks that are happening on several blockchains, and why I think that the 3-3 game theory actually doesn't work in the real world. And I'm going to go ahead and provide you with some alternative which could be stronger than the 3-3 scenario, which destroys the entire tokenomics of this token. So if you don't know, Olympus DAO is trying to make a reserve currency, so it's something that you can hold for a long time, and it's supposed to provide you with a stable value over time that you can put your money in it and trust this token and trust the operators of it to provide value for a long term. So it's not going to be a pump and dump. Well, we'll see about that in a minute. So important to know is that they operate with two instead of like a regular token which has a liquidity pool and all the value for the token is located in the liquidity pool. This one has a liquidity pool and it also has a treasury, where the treasury is right now it's pretty strong, I must say. It's right now it's $736 million, or maybe it's the total value deposited. And basically the reserve currency has a very high APR, which is, I think right now it's like 7,000%, so it looks like a good investment opportunity for everyone. However, the APR is in their own currency, so it's one of those things. If everyone gets a raise and the prices increase, then you just change the number and actually no one is richer. So the value of the token over time will vary a lot. And the other thing which you should be completely aware of is that they guarantee that the price of Ohm, which is their token, never drops below $1. So that's the minimum backing that they guarantee, basically, which right now it's $114. But as they mint more tokens, this backing per Ohm will decrease over time, and minimum backing is $1. That's right now. It's also important to know that the 99% of the liquidity is owned by the protocol, so the liquidity pool is in the treasury right now. And actually I'm going to explain to you why that's happening. And they say that this protocol, without any more investment, is supposed to go another 370 days, which is like a year, and that's when they would run out of treasury. To keep this token going, it needs continuous investment from new people. And the other important fact to know is that you can bond, that's what they call it, this token, meaning that you can deposit Frux, which is another token, into the treasury and get Ohm at a discount. So you can buy the two ways you can get this token. Yeah, you can get it from the liquidity pool, where you pay 100%, or you deposit Frux and then you get it at 96% approximately. So when they started this, they came up with an article about the game theory, about this bonding, selling, staking, and buying, and they're basically selling that and this is like a meme online. Everyone is saying that staking is the strongest point, and staking is 3-3. This 3-3 appears everywhere. Everyone who is a pro this sort of reserve currency is saying, they put that in their names, and this is their entire argument that the stake is in the game theory is the strongest point, and everyone will be doing that. However, you just have to scroll down just below this table, the game theory table, And 2 paragraphs below it, they say, this is simplified to a dangerous degree. So even in their own article, they're saying that the numbers in this table is they are made up somewhat, and the dynamics will be, you know, this change over time, depending on the price of the token, depending on the bonding, the discount of the bonding. So don't read too hard into the numbers. And I'm going to provide now with the alternative scenario, which I think it's destroying this entire tokenomics here. Let's take a look at it. I opened this this in a separate page so I can draw on it, you know, on a white background. Let's take a look. So their entire game theory works on that 3-3 is the strongest way of proceeding. However, you can read this in this, you know, that there is a stronger way you can proceed with this token, and that is bonding and selling. So instead of bonding and then staking your tokens, you will bond tokens and afterwards immediately sell tokens. And you can do that at a rate which is faster than anyone else, because bonding goes in a few days and selling goes instantly. So this is something that can provide you with a higher APR than staking. So let's take a look. If you do these two operations while staking happens, as you can see, 3 plus 1 is 4, 1 plus minus 1 is 0. So bonding and selling is 4, 0, which is a stronger strategy than 3.3, 3,3. However, I think this is actually missing something, because bonding and staking, when you sell, and this is something that they said already in their article, that these numbers are just made up, and depending on the market conditions, it's either stronger or weaker. So when you bond, you get your tokens at a discount. So when you do that, you deposit money into the treasury. However, you get something which is more valuable than what you deposited into the treasury. So if you, for the stakers, you basically get free money when you bond. So I'm going to argue that this 1 is not the correct number here, because of the discount you get 0.9. And because of the discount. And when you sell, I'm going to argue that this is actually not -1, because how the way these liquidity pools are set up, every time someone sells tokens, the price of the liquidity, you know, the value in the liquidity pool goes down. What also happens is that there's a price impact of the token. So if you have $1 million in a liquidity pool, right, you sell tokens for $1,000, there is not $999,000 left in the liquidity pool, but less, because of the price impact. It has effect on every token which is in there. So actually, this is not -1 when someone sells. This is -1.1. It's very slight changes. However, for the bond and stake, which I'm calling it BS, it's gonna mean that the result of this is 4 minus 0.2. So if someone is doing it, it's a stronger play than just taking, and it has an actual negative effect on everyone who is taking. You can fill out these, these numbers. They are actually, I don't think they are important, because you can make up the numbers that this would be actually that's gonna be 2 and 0, and I'm not sure if that's valid. That might be a little bit different, because for that's a very nice way of erasing your work with one click. So for bond and stake, you have a strategy which is stronger than just taking. Therefore, people are going to take that route, and I'm going to provide you now with the proof that they've been doing that. So, and the proof is right there in their dashboard. So Olympus DAO has been providing here a discount for depositing liquidity pool bonds into the treasury, and they own 99% of this liquidity pool, which means that everyone has been doing this. So if you just take every time someone deposited liquidity pool into the treasury, they took some money out of their, out of your pocket, and the money flow is been going, that the market cap of the token has been decreasing, and the money went into the treasury and to the pocket of people who have been doing this. And it gets even worse, because you would say that, okay, that's only a few percent and it doesn't really matter. However, this goes on infinitely, right? You can still bond, and the bonding happens, on a constant basis, because we can see that, the liquidity pool, the treasury value has been increasing. So people are bonding continuously. The liquidity pool is mostly in the treasury, and because of this, because the liquidity pool is located in the treasury, every time someone sells, they are actually decreasing the value of the treasury. So not only, you would say, okay, so they relocate from the market cap and they put that value into the treasury. However, when they when they sell, they're actively reducing the treasury, because the liquidity pool is located in the treasury. So this 4 minus 0.2, which I'm going to call 4 minus 1, is such a strong play that people have been doing this from day one. And I'm going to argue that Olympus DAO, when they launched their protocol, were quite aware that this is going to happen, and they didn't tell you this. They might have been doing it themselves, because it's a good play, if I'm not saying that the developers, but from day one, people have been doing this. And everything is here. All the money went into from the liquidity pools, they went into the treasury, right? Treasury has been increasing in price. The only way that's happening is that people are using the bonding. Every time they bond, they decrease the market cap of the token. Every time they sell, they bond, they decrease the market cap of the token, and moving from the market cap into their own pocket. Additionally, and this is something to do with Olympus being on the Ethereum network, the operation of this token has been quite expensive in terms of gas. So, just running the token, there's a continuous leak of the gas prices that goes into Ethereum. And bonding is expensive, you know, because you say, okay, now you know the strategy. Let's instead of staking, let's remove the staking. Let's do bonding and selling. And you will immediately realize that this is a game for rich people because it's run on the Ethereum network. So okay, so unstake, it's one operation. Sell, that's another operation. Bond, that's another operation. We are talking about 3-4 you know um, 3-4 operations on the network that you have to do with your money. So if you have like $1,000 stashed away into Ohm and you're trying to make money with that, you're not going to. The 3-4 operations cost $200 and you can do 4% with each operation. So the only way, each bond and sell, the only way that you can make lots of money with this, because it's continuously using gas prices, if you have a lot of money. If you are doing that with $1 million, right, you're not gonna care if if you're losing a little bit on the gas prices. So this is a way that rich people can exploit this smart contract, and they can extract value from the treasury, they can extract value from the market cap, they can extract value from your pocket if you're staking this coin, and they don't have to do anything in return. The only thing that they are doing is they're moving market cap into the treasury. I hope you like this dissertation about the failure basically of the Olympus DAO, because this is on the long term. It means that whoever stakes the token is slowly but steadily loses value just by having this token. And if we look at the pricing, there's several ways you can lose money from this token, right? The price of the token has been surged up to $2,000, and right now there is a backing of $114, but the actual backing is $1. So having a token which is you bought for $2,000, but it's the actual backing of it, actual guaranteed value is only $1 of it. It is dangerous, and in the long term, holding this token can be. It's not a guaranteed success. The protocol is leaky. Its value is slowly disappearing and ending up in the pockets of people. It's not a reserve currency. I would argue that this is a false claim. This has been the Shitcoin Detective. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to support me, my wallet address is in the video description. You can any wallet you send there is appreciated. Take care, everyone, and I wish you safe trading.